Good morning, crew. Wow, my hair looks crazy. Anyways, today it's a beautiful morning for some coffee, and there is not a cloud in sight. And today we are taking a very special Porsche. Now we are not taking that one in the back. I'm sorry. I know we're taking the Cayman S. We're taking the Caymans, but this one is almost just as good. And yeah, we're doing a POV drive. So let's get this thing going. So the thing I still like about the Cayman is it still has the key fob ignition switch. So you go halfway in, Sport Plus mode. Boom. Who are you? Oh, you're coming with me. You're coming with me? Welcome, my friend. Okay, so we're now approaching the light. We caught up to everybody. And let's get this show on the road. Now this car is powered by a little baby turbocharged flat 4. But it sounds pretty good. It's not like that, but it sounds pretty damn good. Can I cut you off, mother? Thank you. And where it doesn't make up for in its power and its engine, it makes for in its nimbleness. I love the way this thing drives, and I will constantly remind the owner of it. The owner is my cousin. Alright. But man, this car is such a treat to drive. Huh? What the hell? Okay.
Wait.
It's great.
Play the game.
No, man, I'm driving.
It's a red light. Keep your eyes on the ball.
I didn't see. Where'd it go?
It's a
green light. It's a green light. We gotta drive. You've lost my train of thought now.
tell your cousin.
Yes, cousin's car.
Yeah.
Flat 4. This thing actually has a GT4 RS wing, even though it's only a Cayman's. Ooh, which I find hilarious.
I'd say it looks like a GT4 RS. Like,
It's a GT4 RS touring.
like it looks exactly like a GT4 RS.
Hi.
How do you have?
I can see perfectly here.
My question is, instead of recording this, why don't we just stream?
Ooh. Stream. Yes. Streaming. That is coming soon.
Yeah, why don't we just stream the drive?
We can do streaming of the drive, and I think that's a great idea. We'll get into that in a different video. But yes, streaming. For any of you guys watching, would you be interested in streaming? Streaming the POV drives, and streaming everything else like it.
Yeah, just live, not just the drives. But...
Okay, wait, I need to talk more about the car. Okay, so this thing has regular steel brakes, painted gold. But they're nice, bro. This is still a Porsche, even though it has 60,000 miles on the odometer almost. This is still a very problems are very minimal, and it still drives exactly how you'd want it to. And it's a very people argue that car's a dailyable car. I don't know about that, but this you could totally just cruise in it. Besides the not so plentiful amount of luggage space. Although this car has 2 storage areas. It's in the front and in the back because the engine is right here. So you still have a little bit of space over there.
I heard that is like a bad thing.
It's a great thing.
Like I heard that the 918 Spider has the engine in the middle, which makes it easy to spin out or something. Because there's no weight on one side, so it just keeps spinning.
No, actually mid-engine is the best place to have it because that keeps all the weight in the center. Well, actually, it's personal preference. It's personal preference.
There's no weight pulling it towards one side.
You know, Porsche is pretty much the only guys to put the engine in the very back, right? I mean, that's why they have so much traction, but they're literally the only ones that do that.
You just said the middle.
No, that car has its engine in the back.
Oh, but
this has the middle.
The 918 has it in the middle.
The 918 has it in the middle.
But I heard that it just won't stop spinning if that's the case.
Well, that's also because it has a stupid amount of power. So as long as you know how to handle it.
Right, but it's just more harder to.
Yeah. Yeah, my preference is rear. I love the fact that the engine's in the back. And I wish more car manufacturers would do that. But it's just a Porsche thing, I guess.
Supercars have engines in the back.
No, they're all mid. I can't think of another car that has a rear engine. Yeah.
McLaren's, Ferraris, they don't.
Ferraris are all mid-engine, dude.
When you open up the back to see the engine.
That's in the middle still. The difference between mid-engine and rear engine is look at where the pista is. You know, I'll even put a picture. We'll do a family lesson when we're driving the Cayman. If you open up the hood, pista, that glass cover, it's right behind the seats, but it's still in the back. This car, the engine is behind the rear axle. It's flung out behind the rear axle. So all the weight is either behind or right on top of the wheels. And so that's what gives that so much traction. And that's the difference between rear engine and mid-engine. There's some cars that are mid-engine, but the engine is in front of you, too. It's just pushed so far back.
Where would it be, like under?
Anyways, we're at coffee. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Just kidding. You know what? No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do a part 2. We'll do a part 2. We didn't talk about the car enough. So we'll be back after the coffee break.
Yeah,
momentarily, please. There you go. Alrighty, let's do this. Go ahead. Okay, so you know what? No, I'll take this second to talk about a few interesting details about the car. So it's actually a Porsche exclusive. It says it on this right here, by Porsche exclusive. And yeah, it has a Miami blue exterior with I don't even know the name of this interior, but it's like a cream, and this is all blue. Steering wheel is blue. I've never seen an interior like this, and white gauges. I really like it. It gives a sense of like rarity, exclusivity, because people will see this car, they're not gonna know, oh, that's a Porsche Cayman S 718. No one's gonna know that. They're just gonna be like, wow, blue Porsche. And some people will honestly think it's more expensive than what it is. So if you like that extra bit of attention, here you go. This is a great option. But seriously, the main comment I have to make about this car is just like how it drives, because Porsche has nailed it with this car. They're known for their rear engine, I know, but the way it just feels so nimble and so quick. And honestly, these cars have dropped a little bit in value recently, so they're very much more at a affordable price for people who don't care to buy used, and for those who want to experience a Porsche for the very first time. This is, in essence, is the budget Porsche. This isn't the Cayman. It's the Caymans, the Cayman S, but in reality, it's a very similar experience, and what you get is everything that you would want in a Porsche, besides the loud, naturally aspirated 9K RPM flat 6, but it still has the feel that you'd be looking for in a Porsche. Obviously, it does have the older setup. It's not the 992 setup. I don't know the exact name of this generation. Right. It does have the older setup, so it has the same one as the 911, 991 generation. So CarPlay is still here, but it's not, that newer looking modern interior with a glass display like the 992s have. But honestly, I really like, and I think most people agree on me with this, the analog setup. You don't need a big screen. This is all you need. All your setups are manual switches. AC is a manual. Exhaust, axle lift, traction control, all manual. And in the center, oopsies, you still have all of your gauges. You have one screen here, but that's just the right amount of configurability. Right here, speed, it stays speed. Tachometer in the middle, stays that. That's how I think it should be. I think and most people watching this will agree that we're moving towards too many screens. We don't need it. This is perfect how it is. Oh. Alright, now we're partying a little bit. There we go. Now I got the RS in front of us. That's what I was waiting for. Thank you, Father. But man, I love the precision with this car. It's crazy how, and I'm gonna call it the budget Porsche, because realistically, you're getting the Porsche experience at such a cost, which is something that no one could ever do before, but now it's so easily obtainable. And I feel like the hype is so much around these BMWs right now, so much around these AMGs. No one is talking about these Caymans and how amazing they are to drive. Everyone's just like, oh, you got the... People are always... You listen to someone like Doug, and he's talking about how the Porsche community is all about the spec. But I feel like with the newer generation, everyone's actually looking at a car like that. But for something more affordable, they're looking at M3s, M4s, AMG C63. They got but mainly the M3 and M4, M340, Supra. But why? Why? You could get this car at, honestly, probably cheaper than a brand new M340, and it's just such a better drive. And quite honestly, I think it sounds better. I had an M4. I had an M4 convertible, and honestly, I think it sounded like shit. This car, it's not the loudest thing in the world, but it has such a crisp sound. It's a gentleman's sound, you know? It's proper.
Is an average kid.
Call me asparagus.